about?
Yeah.
Yep, it's a period because you're abbreviating. McKenna, what were you saying?
Like after Catholic, should Saint be capitalized?
Yes, Saint should be capitalized. Okay, Tristan?
Liv should only have one V.
Liv should only have one V, right? So get rid of one of those.
Stupid obvious.
First or second one, whichever one, and it's up to you, okay? Alright, how about the second sentence, starting with the first St. Patrick's Day?
There should be a period in St. Patrick's Day.
Right, there should be a period after Saint, because again, we're abbreviating, okay? And when we abbreviate, we use periods to let people know that we're abbreviating something. What else do we need to do here?
United States needs to be capitalized.
United States needs to be capitalized, right? United is part of our name, okay? What else? Right, nothing. I don't love this sentence. I think it's kind of long, but unfortunately that's the way they wrote it, okay? How about the next sentence, starting with over the years? Immigrant is spelled wrong, okay? Who knows how to spell it correctly? I, right? We need an I instead of an E there, okay? So change that E to an I. What else? Hold should not be an E there, right? The way they're spelling it means like you to hold something, like you dig a hole, kind of. All right? We need it like hold, you're holding something, so get rid of that E. Yep.
Is bagpipes spelled wrong?
Bagpipes is actually correct, okay? But it looks weird, doesn't it? Yeah, it does. Okay? How about the next sentence? Starting with in 1848. What do we need to do? A period after parades, right? And today is already capitalized for us, which is nice, but you need a period after parades. What else do we need to do? Think about what tense we're talking in. Caitlin? It should be united, right? We're talking in the past tense, so add a D to your united. Alright? And we put a period after parades, we got that one. Today is already uppercase for us. So, starting with today, what is something we need to do with that sentence?
The apostrophe is in the wrong spot.
Which apostrophe?
Oh, you know, the Patricks.
The Patricks, right. Okay, so we gotta move this apostrophe to, oh, I do this every day, don't I? Okay, we gotta move this apostrophe to after the K, alright? What else? Yeah?
Nope, wrong one.
Alright, that sentence is good. Did we catch that? Yeah. Yeah, okay. How about the last sentence? What do we need to do?
Million.
Million is spelled wrong. Okay, we need to add an L to million. And what else? Was to is. Where are we looking? Oh! Oh, I see. We missed one in that sentence. Thanks for catching that. This was should be is. Okay, because now we're switching to present tense, talking about today. That's a good catch, Sarah. Good job. All right? Everybody get those? Yep. Yes, we're good? I didn't move too fast? Wonderful. All right, so let's review chapter 5. Now, I heard from Sarah, and maybe she's the only one that felt this way, but she said she felt like she finally understood this chapter.
No.
No,
I kind of agree.
Oh,
I kind of agree.
you kind of agree. Okay? Most of you do not?
I mean, I also followed along in my book for once.
Okay, that's fair.
That probably.
You had subtitles on, I was just reading those.
Okay? So, again, we're going to review, and then I will have a review posted for you tonight to use to your advantage. When is your quiz?
Tomorrow.
Lovely. Yes. You sure can take notes. I'm okay with that if you want to use them on your quiz. All right, so why was Nick, our narrator, why was he worried his house was on fire when he returned home? Yep. There was smoke. Okay, what was this? Oh, I'm sorry, my worried his house was on fire when he returned home. Alright? We mentioned the smoke. There was something else that was throwing him off.
Gatsby was at his house.
Gatsby was at his house. What else?
Smell.
Not the smell.
His clock fell.
Not his clock.
That was a good story.
I know, but I don't remember this part.
He saw a house on fire.
There were lights, okay? Specifically, Gatsby's house was all lit up, which was reflecting onto his house because they're neighbors, okay? And fires burn really bright. I hope we know this, okay? And Gatsby had his lights on so bright that it looked like Nick's house was on fire. Does that make sense? Okay? And where was the smoke coming from? Right. It was coming from Gatsby's house, okay? Nothing was on fire, but there was smoke, okay? Well, it could have been like a bonfire, but nothing was like on big fire. Okay. Alright. How does Gatsby react when Nick invites Daisy to the party?
Scared.
Not scared.
Nervous.
Not really excited.
Yeah, I wasn't here for half the class.
What's that?
What's the question?
How does Gatsby react when Nick invites Daisy? He kind of acts indifferent, meaning he acts like he doesn't care one way or the other. Now, do we know that he's putting on this front? Yes, because he's in love with Daisy, right? He wants to see Daisy. But he's pretending like, oh, okay. That's like, we've talked about this before, but like when your friend, you know, invites your crush over to sit at the lunch table with you and you're like, I don't care, but your hands are sweaty and you can barely hold on to your fork. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
No, that's
Right.
never happened to me.
It will.
I think that's a CU thing.
No, I didn't do that
Can't
either.
hold
I
on to
didn't
your
eat at the
fork.
lunch tables. I was
Hate it
cool.
when that happens.
I just hate it when I can't hold on to my fork. It's terrible.
Alright, somebody invite Jackson's crush to sit with him at the table
Cole already
today.
does.
And we are going and we're going to test this experiment, okay?
Thank you, Jackson.
Alright. What does Gatsby want Nick to do for him?
Invite Daisy.
Invite Daisy.
Invite Daisy to tea.
Invite Daisy to tea. He also wants him to do confidential work.
There you go.
Confidential work. We don't know what that means, okay? But it's something secret, like they're going on a top secret mission. What's that?
Like his little side business thing or not that?
Not really. We're pretty sure that it has something to do with Daisy.
Oh.
They're just not sharing it out in the open, okay?
So what is it? Confidential?
They're gonna confidential.
Confidential work.
Yes, confidential work. You think they're gonna kidnap her?
No, it was, I don't know.
They might
Yep.
kidnap her daughter and hold her for ransom. We don't know.
In the white van.
All right. What does Nick tell Daisy not to do when she comes over for tea? Yes. Don't bring Tom. Why should she not bring Tom?
Because Gatsby was gonna be there.
Because Gatsby's gonna be there, right? This is a setup, okay? We know this, right? What does Nick tell Daisy not to do when she comes for tea? And to add to that question, how does Daisy respond?
Who's Tom?
She says, "Who is Tom?" She's kind of playing into this. That's weird, right? They're married. Imagine your like mom gets invited over for tea, and they say, "Don't bring your husband," and she's like, "What husband?" That's weird. That's weirdo behavior, right?
I'd look at my mom and say that you do that.
Okay. Alrighty then.
All right. Now, this is a true or false question.
True.
remember, was it raining on the tea date?
True.
Yes.
Yes, it was raining on the tea date. That's true.
It was raining.
It was raining. Yes.
Good job, Jackson.
Good job, Jason.
Put two and two together.
Well, now I know. T-Money.
What? Fine.
All right. What does Gatsby send to Nick's house before the tea?
A wall.
Yep.
Like a lawn person to help mow the yard, like a gardener.
Oh,
I
and-
don't know what it's called.
Yeah, he sends like a gardener to help him clean up his yard. He sends something else as well, specifically for Daisy. What do you send a woman?
Flowers.
Flowers. Flowers. He sends flowers.
Fortnite copy.
A copy of Fortnite?
Yeah.
You know, given this is the 1920s, I don't think Fortnite existed yet.
Yeah.
Oh, it was only on console only.
Oh.
You have no discs.
Oh, console only. Yes.
It's like Gatsby that they did.
Yes, Gatsby.
Yes.
All
digital.
There's no disc at that time. You can't even get like add-ons. You had to buy it all on the game.
Okay. What does Daisy end up asking Nick at first?
Are you in love with him?
Yes, she asks Nick if he's in love with her.
He says no. His answer.
Okay. He does not slap her. This is not Tom we're talking about here. Okay. And how does Gatsby act when he first gets to Nick? When he first gets to Nick's house? He's nervous, right? He's all pale. He's kind of awkward. All right, again, this is like when your crush gets invited to your lunch table and you're all nervous. You don't know what to say. You stumble over your words.
Drop your fork.
Yeah, you drop your fork. How embarrassing, right? Or you're shaking so bad you drop your food off your fork. That's so
Spilled all over
embarrassing.
your pants.
Yes! What a nightmare.
Knocked over your coffee.
Yes! See, Jackson gets it. You guys. Alright, how long has it been since Daisy and Gatsby met?
Don't eat wings at a date.
5 years. It's been 5 years since Daisy and Gatsby met.
Five years?
5 years. Okay. And what does Gatsby tell Nick in the kitchen?
This was a bad idea.
Yeah, he says this was a mistake. This was a bad idea. Okay? Why might Gatsby be feeling that way?
Too nervous.
He's nervous, right? He's embarrassed. Okay? Going back to our lunch table example, imagine you get your friend to ask your crush to sit with you at the lunch table. Okay? And you're all nervous, you drop the spaghetti on your lap, whatever. Okay? It's a nightmare, and then you're like, this was the worst idea I think I've ever had.
You
'Cause
probably
now
don't want to eat
spaghetti.
spaghetti on a date either.
Probably not, but you know, school lunch is school lunch. You don't get a
She
choice.
beats the crap out of you.
I hope your crush isn't being crap out of you. If
She'll
that's
lick-
happening,
she'll lick your
Cole,
mess off your
let
face.
me know. All right. What happens when Nick returns to tea time? What does he see?
Don't have like
They're
wings
starting
or
to get
spaghetti.
along. They're less nervous.
Gatsby is confident, right? He's getting all this energy back in him. He's feeling confident. But what is Daisy doing? She's crying. Okay? Why might Daisy be crying?
She really missed Gatsby.
Oh,
Gatsby?
she regretted her decision to marry Tom.
Maybe she regrets her decision, right? Okay? We know that Tom is not a nice guy. We know that he's having an affair. Maybe she's starting to realize that Gatsby really was the correct option. How we doing, Jaden? Staying alive?
No, I'm cooked. I have to go to
second hour, sweetheart. You got a long ways to go.
At least you have time to go home.
And I'm gonna sleep there too.
I mean, if I have someone to talk to, but I don't have someone to talk to.
You can talk to me. Answer these questions.
No, you're too far, you know, you're too far.
Alright. This was kind of a strange part of this chapter, but how does Daisy react to seeing Gatsby's shirts?
Amazed.
What's that? She's impressed, okay? She even starts to get like teary-eyed and says, they're so beautiful. Okay?
These are Italian.
They're Italian, yes! And why is it a big deal? Yes, Italian is expensive, okay? Have you ever heard like of an Italian suit or Italian silk? Very expensive materials, okay? And Gatsby's got them. Alright, that just goes to show how rich he is. Now, I don't know about any of you ladies, but usually I don't cry when I see a man's nice shirt. I'm like, oh, you look nice. You know?
Just start straight out bawling.
I love your shirt.
Sounds like something Jack.
Hey.
Alright. This is another tricky one because it's mentioned very briefly, but whose photo is hung in Gatsby's bedroom?
His best friend.
His best friend, okay? And his best friend's name specifically is Dan Cody. Dan Cody. 2 first names. Have you ever heard the phrase, don't trust anybody with 2 first names? Yeah.
Only in the skit and then before the song DNA. That's Kendrick Lamar.
What's his name? Dan Cody. Yes. Yep.
He died, right?
Yes. Dan Cody passed away.
Like he died.
Alright. And lastly, what does Klipspringer do for them?
Piano. Even
How-
though he's washed.
Yeah, he plays piano badly. Okay? He's not very good at the piano anymore. Okay? The question is, what does Klipspringer do for them?
Clips are springers.
Alright? And again, this afternoon I will post a review and that will have different questions, which will be a benefit. So what should you do tonight?
Not do it.
You should probably do it. Okay? Yes. Alright. So, come get your folders from the front and sit with whomever your partner is.
I know none of them.
Wonder who my partner is.
Oh, that's right, Lisa, you're Macy's partner.
I'm still folderless.
No, you're not. She has one for you.
Oh.
The work is done for you.
Yeah. Related to
Yeah.
CR. Oh, Lisa. No. Said, "Cool, Lisa." And I was like, I don't care.
Oh, you.
That's what I was planning to do. We get new Sarah. Have your.
I gotta take my chapter 4.
Okay.
Yes.
Because it's just in.
Oh, you poor thing.
I know, right? I don't understand. You're embarrassed.
Taylor's desk.
Yeah.
I want me to take it from down.
Your water's terrible. Terribly good. Terribly good.
I got you.
I'll just give you everything. I will take it. But like you can have your pencil.
I'm getting so angry.
I tried. Maddie will take everything. Oh, we got a big one.
Yeah.
Girl.
I think, I don't know if Aiden or Ash was going to take theirs. What's this? They were gone Friday. It's like color.
I don't know.
I don't know.
And it's just you're getting late.
I'm tired. Driver's ed.
Yeah. In my bed.
I need a
He's right there.
Yeah.
Don't worry, you're not on camera.
For now, yeah.
That's all we're on.
I hope you can read my lips.
Alright! Listen carefully, please. So, you've all been given one little slip of paper. I've run out of note cards. Please don't judge.
Oh darn.
I know. What are you gonna do? So, this first piece of paper is going to go in our character folder, or character pocket. Which character have we learned about that we don't have written down yet?
Gatsby.
We wrote about Gatsby. Not Clipspringer.
The Dan guy. TJ
Not
Ethel.
Dan. Not the wolf dude.
Cody.
Oh, Lord, you guys.
Nick.
Well, they're not in my hand.
Daisy. Jordan.
Dog.
No.
Mr. Wilson.
No. Jordan Baker. Who said it?
I said that
Good
already.
job. Did you write it? I'm so sorry, Jackson. All right. We are learning about Jordan Baker.
You're so funny.
That's not gonna work.
You can fold them to stick them in your pocket if that works.
Happening.
All right. What do we know about Jordan Baker? Did you have your hand raised? Okay. What do we know about her? She was accused of cheating in golf.
I told you it was accused. She doesn't cheat. She knows she cheated.
Still cheated.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she cheated.
What else do we know about her? How does Nick describe her? Dishonest, right?
Oh really?
Is that why she was accused?
Could be. Okay. And there's something that's mentioned. We talked about this over our last quiz.
She doesn't want someone smarter than her.
She doesn't want anybody smarter than her.
She's not smart.
Darn. Does that mean she thinks Nick's an idiot?
It's possible.
No, that's what I mean. But she could be feeling it. We don't know.
All right. Write this nice and big on that piece of paper. And you can fold these to fit them or teeny tiny words.
Oh, I have the whole paper?
Yeah. It's
Oh, I
too
thought I had to write
small.
more. I guess I'm not gonna be able to read that. I didn't want
I didn't rewrite it.
It's never gonna fit.
You can fold it in half to fit it into your pocket.
Smart.
Why don't you fold it that way?
Yes.
Okay, so,
Smarter.
Oh God.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Good cheater.
I believe that's
Oh, yeah. Smart to just
Smarter.
Fine, McKenna.
Yes, sir.
I did too much in science. My brain.
Where does this go?
Yeah.
Character.
What are we doing in science?
What do I do
She did
now?
it for me.
I say we do.
Jaden, watch your attitude.
Oh, and sounds for you.
Well, I might be this one.
That's what I thought. Huh?
Oh, yeah, I got
That's right.
Stay quiet.
Look at how big we are.
You know something on my nose.
I really wish I could have
That's
That's my reason. Oh, sorry, my neck is.
Hey.
She locked sideways.
Hi, Cole. Morning, bro. What are you doing? Hello. We're supposed to be here.
Yeah, Tyler and Jordan Baker were smart.
Characteristically.
Does everybody have 3 little pieces of paper? Yes? Wonderful.
Does that count Jordan Baker?
No, you should have 3 on top of that. Did I miscount?
Yep, you did.
So sorry.
Oh, whoa, no, you didn't.
See, you guys always try to set me up.
Yeah, we did.
Alright, next, we are going to talk about some symbols. Who can tell me what a symbol is?
The clock.
Something that represents.
Yes, it's usually an object or some type of thing that represents an idea that's much larger than itself, okay? So, let's start. Can I erase Jordan Baker? We all have Jordan Baker written down?
No.
See? Yes, we do.
Why did you ask?
What is this word?
Oh. Yeah, that's right.
Alright, we are going to start with the green light.
That's easy. Don't know how to write. Big to write it.
Just write it really big.
Okay? At this point in time, we should understand that the green light
I want to write
is
it.
where Daisy lives, correct?
Green.
Okay? What is it specifically at her house? What is the green
the
light?
dock.
It's the light at the end of the dock, right? So you can see where the boat is supposed to go so you don't hit your dock. Alright? So, what might the green light symbolize?
The American dream.
There it is. Good job. It represents the American dream.
Good catch.
Okay? What is the American dream? What's that? Being rich?
You're not
Okay?
You're not.
The American dream is to settle down and have an income, a good income, right? Maybe get married, have children. Do I need to separate you two?
No.
Are you behaving?
Yes.
I'm getting bored.
Okay?
Am I writing too? Oh shoot, am I writing too late?
No, that's fine.
See, McKenna?
Alright? And how does this represent the American dream for Gatsby?
Wait, what is
You want to see
He wants to be with Daisy, right? He wants Daisy to be a part of his dream. And is she going to be?
Yes.
Maybe.
I'm very smart.
Is she a part of his dream right now?
Yep.
Not a chance.
No. She's got her own thing going on, right? She's married, she's got her baby.
Who's Tom?
Her husband.
Oh my god.
No. You didn't get the joke.
Oh.
Who's Tom?
Alright.
Who's Tom?
The next symbol we're going to talk about is actually a place. And this is going to go on a new sheet of paper, so take out another little sheet of paper.
That's it?
We're done? That's all we need?
Yes.
Finally
There you go.
realized that one is there.
I get to start.
Good job, Kate.
Alright, the Valley of Ashes is our next symbol. What does the Valley of Ashes symbolize?
It's your turn.
Middle class.
Not death, not the middle class.
Industrial's not one.
How you guys doing right there?
I'm okay
You're
with
doing
this.
just fantastic.
Being looked over,
Yeah.
okay?
My partner here.
The Valley of Ashes, we talked about this. It's an industrial zone, it's really dirty, right? And it's the place in between, like the 2 east and west eggs, yes. Okay?
No, you do not.
The Valley of Ashes kind of shows us how destructive wealth can be. Does that make sense?
Sure.
Because everybody's so rich, and they all depend on this Valley of Ashes to, you know, supply electricity, all of their industrial stuff. And that's what destroyed this place. Okay? So, the Valley of Ashes symbolizes the destruction of wealth. Okay? Because had it not been for the very wealthy people that live in the 2 eggs, chances are the Valley of Ashes would not exist. Okay? Does that make sense?
Is that all right?
Yes, that's all you're writing on this
Here you go,
little
McKenna.
piece of paper.
I'll draw it. Take it.
This will be it.
Is this our last one?
This one? Nope, we're gonna do
That was
another
good.
symbol and then I'll hand out more.
Oh, yeah, that's what I meant if we were like done on this one.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, we're gonna do more little.
Dollar sign. That's a good dollar sign. No.
All right.
Well, I know, but I didn't know if that was for, what hour is the other one? I didn't know if that was
The last symbol we're gonna talk about
for, don't look at me.
are
like
the
that. That
eyes.
was a good coincidence. I didn't know. I mean,
You always get to
Yeah, I did.
Those are words.
yeah, I know.
eyes.
TJ.
Ooh.
The eyes of Dr. T.J. Eckelberg.
There's so many.
All right.
I'm running out of room.
We know who or we know what the eyes are, right? What are they? They're the billboard, right? Okay. What might those eyes symbolize?
Mice.
Nice.
The eyes looking into all of
What's that, Isley?
God.
Yes. Okay. This is, you're absolutely right, Cole. Okay. The eyes symbolize that God is watching you. Okay.
God.
This is going to be more discussed later in the book.
Is that it?
But yes. But the eyes being this giant billboard that kind of overlooks the entire Valley of Ashes. Do you understand why that might feel like you're being watched? It's just this giant pair of eyes. Yeah? A little bit? Hey, that is beautiful. I like the illustration.
Or was that just her?
It's God.
Well, draw some eyebrows.
Hey, girl, you did her good.
Sweatshirt. Actually, softball is way better. I don't know.
No, okay, but at least softball and baseball are actual sports and like track.
Yeah, I don't know what the heck.
Track is not an
I
actual
don't know,
sport.
it's so bad at
I
it.
already did.
Oh, this is running.
Do you like our God?
Yeah, but it's
I
not a
think you're
sport. I wouldn't pay to run.
Yeah, let me put money on it.
We're gonna see J. Eckelberg.
Yeah, but our school doesn't really have
Track
the
you
money
put
or the equipment.
Please, Cole. You actually gonna try to go up?
Yeah.
I think it's really good.
That was terrible.
Pass it back.
No.
We do more pictures or we do more pictures?
Yeah. I don't think that's okay.
Stop it.
I would pay to see that.
Okay, then, your drawing looks really good.
Thank you.
I think the eyes really make you stick out.
Yeah.
Oh,
Sexy like that.
What I do?
Oh, when I hit the bar.
We were like hiking on the track and field in like elementary school, right? And so like her last year, like the chain, she was running, and I jumped, and I completely missed like the bar, and I hit like the big hole, and it went back in my head. That's what I did. I mean, I made it over, but I just like
Yeah, that's
took
okay.
it back in and rolled.
Oh, I didn't fall on the mat. I just hit it.
I have the video.
You said fast.
All right, everyone should have 3 little pieces of paper, and they do, right?
I know you can do her. I know
Great.
you can do her.
I give you $5. Not official.
Can I erase the symbols? There are 3 there. Don't you dare lie to me.
I wasn't. I was sarcasm.
Yeah, we got 4.
Yeah, actually.
4. See, look at 1, 2, 3, 4.
That's 4. I mean, 3.
I have 3.
Gee, why didn't you take one back?
Were you supposed to get more than 3?
We got 4.
No, it's 3.
Oh, we got 4.
Yeah.
That one is just a click over you. Come on. Come out.
Don't look at it. No, it's just scored as well.
I don't think it.
Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! You're actually right.
All right. These next 3 are going to go into the themes folder or pocket. that mean when they say the hollowness of the upper class? Tom and Daisy, right? Okay? How are they showing the hollowness of upper class?
Tom's got a mistress.
Yeah, right? Tom's got a mistress. Why did Daisy marry Tom in the first place?
Money.
Because he can't.
Money, right? All they care about is money. Okay, that's a huge, huge part of the upper class. They only care about money. That sounds wonderful. Have you seen that you could buy like those bags of just money?
Really?
Yeah, it's just like so much sugar.
I don't
It
even
doesn't
know.
look like
Like you just like, yeah, it's just like
Just
you're like,
grabbing a cup of sugar.
dude, I could buy shoes in my
All right. The next theme is the American dream. We just talked about this.
Is it the American dream or just American dream?
Up to you, however you'd like to write it.
American dream. I know.
All right. How have we seen the American dream so far?
Gatsby.
Gatsby, right? Gatsby's after that.
Oh, where am I
Is
going?
Gatsby close to achieving the American dream?
Yes.
Kind of.
Gots to be.
Okay, kind of, sort of. All right.
Gots to be.
In my opinion, I think that's what everybody in the West and East Egg are after in the end, is the American dream. Unfortunately, not many of them are getting there, but that's kind of everybody's goal, right? Yeah. All right. Last one.
There you go.
Ooh.
It's not 2-year-old kid up top.
We're going to talk about love and marriage. Okay? Now, we know that Tom and Daisy are married, right?
Almost breaking the house.
There's our marriage piece.
I feel like I did.
Yeah, I broke it the third time.
Who's getting in the way of their marriage? Gatsby? Who else? Myrtle.
Oh my god.
But isn't Myrtle married too?
Wasn't.
Yes. Myrtle is married to George.
Oh, boy.
Oh.
Get fancy with it.
Curious
Okay.
George?
No. George Wilson. You want me to write Wilson?
No, curious. Curious.
George
Curious.
George, comma, curious?
Yes.
All right. Now, Tom and Daisy are married. Tom is having an affair with Myrtle. Gatsby's after Daisy. It's kind of a weird love triangle with extra people added. Okay.
Is that it?
That is it for your themes. Okay? Stick those in your theme pocket.